I would love to know when Murray Edwards became the majority owner, and I don't know that that is something you could necessarily find out. Maybe it is, but the ownership's group has changed. Clearly, management's been a lot of change. They've had a million coaches. Like there'll be 19 if you include Daryl twice. How many setters haven't coached this team? Like it's been a lot of change everywhere. But if you wanted to say, okay, you own this thing, you own more than half, you're the leader, this is what you're tied to, I think that's a really large sample that says you could revisit your practices and maybe try to tighten them up.
Does this feel like the first time that we're hearing more of a groundswell of that? Because in the past, I just think it's been, he's fired. Okay, good. Get the new guy in, whatever. The new coach is okay. Well, let's see how this goes. I feel like, and Rhett, you've been here. I feel like for the first time in a long time, fans, media, just people I'm talking to, there is that sense of it's time to change the way this team does business. The way things are has not worked. You mentioned it. One horseshoe up your wahoo run in 04.
Kipper.
And outside of that, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. You've never been considered a cup favorite. It's a weird time. I'm an old fart and I've been here a while, but I just feel like this is the first time, which is not to say it's like sell the team. I don't think it's that.
No.
I just think the overriding philosophy of how ownership conducts business with the hockey team, I think people are starting to look at it, and because the evidence is around the league.
I think it's been a conversation in circles that were a lot tighter and closer to the team. But I've never felt like this conversation's been so mainstream and public, and that every fan seems to be saying, here's my issue with this owner. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, that used to be sort of people that worked for the organization, and you really got to see how people were treated. Like, oh, I'm on another 1-year deal and my family doesn't know if we have a job in a month again. Like that's really, really close to it. But the common fan's now talking about this owner might be a part of the issue here. It's a considerable part.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like you said, Pinder, when did he take over as majority owner? I'm sure he had influence before, but now there's a track record. Whenever that was, it's been long enough, whether it's shorter than we think or longer than we think, it's been quite a while. And now there's a pretty good track record to show that maybe the approach doesn't work. And the only caveat to that is no one expected last summer.